This cat. What do you want? Y'all see this cat right now? Y'all see this cat right now? Do you guys see this cat right now? You guys look, they're eating stuff in their face. It seems like it's gonna storm. I'm gonna try to wait for some people to come in. You know, it seems like it's going to storm. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. So, what are we gonna talk about today? You know, what's up, girl? What's up? What are you doing? Corella, or is it Simba? One of them. I don't know. My kid's name and stuff. Been chilling, waiting for the storm to come in. My mom's here to visit. I haven't put up no videos because honestly, my phone's tripping. Like, I have a tablet, you know, and it has more space, but my wife uses that for our contracts and, you know, things that we write up. One thing I want to talk about is YouTube is not the dog community. YouTube is not the dog community. You know, I just, you know, I lately find that some people get lost in the sauce of thinking that YouTube is the dog community. That YouTube, you know, makes up for, you know, what makes you the dog community. And the truth is the dog community most of the time is your location. So, like, meaning if you in Colorado, right, we'll say that the dog community, go, get down. You're not gonna miss him. Sorry, I had to move like my cat. But in Colorado, you know, there's a dog community where, you know, there's shows, there's, you know, people meet up, you know, different kind, you know, working dog, police dogs, shelters and things like that. Some people are really known, you know, people who get off me, save dogs, that is not shelters, that is not things like that. And I find it that people think because they're on YouTube, you know, that's what, you know, like what the dog community is. But no, most of it breaks down in your area, the cities around you or the states around you, then the whole states, and then the whole world. And, you know, like it goes down in brackets. Like, say somebody like me, I have 1,800 subscribers, right? And before, I used to get like 400 to 500 people watching my video in a while. And then over time it builds. Now it's back to 70, 80, 90, 120, 90, 80. That's not enough people to say I'm effective in the dog community because I have that much plays in YouTube. Actually, what am I effective if I'm effective in Arizona? The people around Arizona who know me, and then it branches out. Meaning if somebody's looking for red dogs and nobody brings up my name in Arizona, then I'm not the community in Arizona. Even though I have almost 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, that doesn't mean anything. I could have 5,000 followers on Instagram. Right now I'm almost at 3. But if, like I said, somebody's looking for red dogs again or looking for a dog and my name doesn't get brought up in my community, I am not nobody that is known in the dog world. And the dog world is not social media. Actually, most of the people who are known in the dog world are not on social media. You know, there are bigger names than people I won't say because they're going to say, oh, we're trying to start beef. Kenny Smith is one of them. I'm only saying that in the red dog. Kenny Smith, he's on Instagram. He has 17,000, you know, followers. And to this day, I'll meet people who want to get my red dog and they don't know who Kenny Smith is, and he's one of the founders of the Camelot Blood. But then you find people on social medias and stuff who don't go to shows, because that's part of it. I don't go to shows, but I don't say I'm a big person in the dog community, who buy dogs from YouTubers or people who are famous on social media, but that's not the dog world. That's somebody who's famous on social media. Just like these Instagram models who can be famous on social media, but they're nobody at home. That's why some of them end up going to what? What's that thing called? OnlyFans, because YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that does not make you a well-known name in the dog community. Like I said, it starts off by your city, and then the cities around you, then the state, and then, you know, the country, and then the world. You know, don't let, like I said, YouTube and social media fool you to think, oh, this person has 10,000 followers. 10,000, even, okay, let's go to DDK. He's somebody because his dog is well known and recognized, and people actually buy from him, and, you know, that's a well household name. But I know people who I can bring up names on here they'll never know, and then I'll bring up people who've never been on social media, who don't do this stuff, and people are like, yeah, I know that blood, this dude, this and that. So, you know, never lay your eggs in one basket, meaning I always tell people that I don't need YouTube to sell a dog. Nobody from YouTube has ever bought my dog. There are some now who are saying, okay, I want a dog from you. And some of them are even mad because I'm not breeding my dogs right now, because I don't feel like it. You know, it's not something that I'm in a rush to. Like I said, I don't live off these dogs. These dogs live off me. This is my pleasure. This is what I enjoy. Waking up, cleaning these dogs, you know, talking about these dogs, researching these dogs, and doing the stuff. You know, I always talk, when I talk to people that even are on, you know, YouTube world, I say everything I have in my life is not based on it's gonna make me. You see, the thing about social media is people buy dogs because everybody on social media likes this kind of dog. You know, people you know, want to maybe buy property or buy things because everybody else on social media is doing it, not because that's what they want. And I'm different, and I'm not saying everybody does that, but I've got everything that I've got, ooh, lightning, because I wanted it. I wanted these cages. I wanted this house. I wanted to be on here. Even before YouTube, the dream was always be in the medical world, rap. I used to rap, have a side business, and, you know, one day be financially stable and just have dogs. And I love every and each one of my dog because other people don't make my dog. And it's going to come down to this too. The papers, right? There's some people who get dogs for athleticism. Some people who get dogs for looks. Some people get dogs for protection. Some people who get dogs just to have a pet. You know, do people come to me and buy dogs and say they don't want the papers? Yes. Some of them will pay paper price and not even want the papers. I've had one that was brought back, and the person even brought back with the papers because it hit my dog, and the dog that he had was not getting along, and he would rather keep the older dog because it's been there for a long time. And the dog was nicely structured and all that, and it wasn't a problem to try to get rid of her, you know, and things like that. So some people get dogs for pets. Some people get dogs for looks. Some people just get dogs to have a dog to bark around so it can warn them, and then they come with their gun and protect their house. Some people, you know, buy dogs to breed and have papers around the, you know what I'm saying? What up, my no bullies? For the, you know, I got papers, you know, this and that. And let's talk about this. Some people say, oh, papers are just, you know, birth certificate, or papers are just, you know, to do this. No, actually, back in the day, even nowadays, it depends what kind of breeder you are. You look at the blood and see the consistency of the blood and see what the blood usually pops out if you have a male or a female, to say, okay, let me see those papers. So this is the blood that's there. Okay, I want to put my blood with that blood and see if I can get this. And it's also to say, when you go to somebody and be like, hey, what kind of dogs have been in this dog? And, you know, registrations have been there for so long, even if it's, let me say, you know, because registrations is different. There's registrations that go back a long time. There's registrations, I don't know, maybe 100 years, 50 years, 70 years, 200 years. It doesn't matter. The point is, you have records of, okay, this is what is in the dog, and this is, if you're looking to pop this out, you know, it's just like genetics. Like I said on one of my videos, if you have a shack and you want shack babies, you know what I'm saying? You breed him and he produces shack babies. That's a producing dogs. But sometimes shack doesn't produce shack babies, but then his grandson produces shack babies. Because why? Because shack was in the blood. So the papers are gonna say, let's say if the dog's a shack, like, oh, there was a shack in the blood, so you have a chance of getting a shack. People get mad and think it's all just about, you know, how can I say it? Like, oh, it's all about papers and you trying to swindle people, or you trying to, here's your phone, fam, or you trying to make people pay a lot. No, it's just trying to say, I've had a Shaq, I've had a LeBron, I've had something like this in the blood, and people know genetics, you know, things pop up. So saying, you know, it might pop up again. I have dogs here with a dog in the extreme XL dog world named, you know, Batman, you know, and Roman the Gladiator, famous dogs. So if I breed that dog to somebody who complements that blood, maybe if I breed another dog with Batman blood, there's a bigger chance that Batman like dogs are going to, you know, when they go 2 times Batman, 3 times Roman the Gladiators, meaning that blood is in there. It's not to swindle you. It's not to, you know, do all this. And some people get mad, like, you think you're more important. No, I never made the game like this. I found it like this. You know, people with papers never, like, bro, it's just like any place you go to. Like, other people have to go to college for so many years to earn a degree, and then you come in and go, well, it's the classes you're taking are dumb. Yeah, okay, the classes are dumb, but I never made the college rules. That's just what it is. So, you know, even that. And does the papers make a good or a bad dog? No. Meaning, you can have unpapered dogs, but don't get mad when papered people complain about unpapered dog. And you can have papered dogs. Don't get mad if people complain about papered dogs, because it's a preferable. You know, these dogs are like women. It's what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, the new thing in the game is the bigger the dog, the better, or the smaller the dog, the better. I'm in between, you know. Mine are XL, you know, 120, 110, the woman 80, 90, maybe 100. You know what I'm saying? But it's rare to find a lot of girls that get over 100. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like a good click. But that's what it is. You know, it doesn't mean because your dog has papers, it's more important. Because, for example, you can have a dog with papers, right? And it's, let's say, 5,000. A dog without papers, and he goes 500. And the person who wants the dog is like, I'm looking for a dog that can run in the heat, that can jump up and down, 8 foot, can do this. And the dog with papers is just a big dog, and he can't survive outside. And the dog without papers is a dog that can do all that. A person will buy a dog because of function. What makes a good dog or a perfect dog is not the papers. It's what your function is for. This is why it's an ongoing struggle in the game. People telling you, my dog is better. There's no better or worse dog. If you're trying, like I keep saying, if you're a show person, you go buy a show dog. If you are, I'm just breeding for myself. Just like me, I just find whatever complements what I'm looking to create. If you're a person who's just, I want a pet, you go buy a dog. And like I said, I've had people buy dogs with papers and don't want the papers, you know? And now I'm gonna go back again to the community thing. I feel like you as a dog person in the dog community should just love your dog enough that you blow or not, it's how you love your dog. If you live off the dogs, that's cool, right? If you live off the dogs, it's bad for you right now. Everybody's selling their dogs. I see dogs that are like worth 8,000 going for 3 now. Dogs that were 12,000 going for 4 or 5. And then if now they're getting so old that even they're going down to, you know, 2,000. Because nobody right now is thinking about buying dogs. Everybody, I said this 2 months ago. Now everybody's doing, I gotta feed my kids before I buy a dog. So if you live off the dogs, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to find a way to hustle. You need to find a way to, you know, to do things. And you know, I used to think, you know, it's all about, like I said, I used to think it's all about having what everybody wants, you know, because most people be like, you just have red dogs. Yes, that's for me. Right now, I have four females in heat. I'm not breeding none of them. I'll be fine tomorrow. I don't need the subscribers to make me. I don't need nobody coming to tell me if my dog is good enough or not. And that's where you should be. You should be doing your dogs as a passion, doing your dogs as something you love. You know, you don't love going into work every day, but you chose to go put in the application. And now it's getting to a point where some people, you know, are letting go of their dogs, giving them, bro, now the waiting list on shelters, if you don't know, is 12 to 15 weeks because people are bringing back dogs. People can go on social media. If you got a Facebook and go in these dog communities, people are giving away dogs. Hey, I can't keep this dog, so if you want him, you know, oh, this dog, you know, it's a Merle. I was selling it for 10 grand, but right now, only today, I'll do it for 3. I got a friend who has tries and lilacs and all that they're now at 5-6 months because he's been holding off doing the, you know, oh, this, I know my dog's worth. I know my dog's value. You know, I know who I am, and I know what the, you know, these dogs bring in me. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you your dogs are not worth what you want. But it is a time right now to, it's about the people who are going to survive is the people who are doing it for the love. Because it's not a time to make bread. I don't care who you think you are. It's not the time to make bread. And this is why I got all of this. People thought I got all of this, you know, just because, you know, YouTube. No, I always wanted this, man. Was always in the plan. Even on here, I told you before even I was at 300 subs on here that, yo, I'm going to do this because I've told my wife I was always going to do this. But you need to understand, if you're not doing this for the love, right now, everybody is going to get exposed. If you're just doing it for the money, you're going to get exposed. People are losing their jobs, bro. You know what I'm saying? People ain't, like I said, people want to feed their kids. People want to pay for their car. People want to pay for their house. People want to have insurance. You know what somebody can do, especially now the new dogs used to be like 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, 5 tops. This new ridiculous price of like 15, and yes, as the market goes up, everything goes up. You know, as the market goes up, yes, you know, prices go up, everything sells. But right now, bro, the price ain't that. The price ain't that. Even right now, papers don't mean nothing to a lot of people. This is what I was gonna round back to. Right now, a person will rather buy a dog for 50 to 200 bucks and have it and enjoy it and enjoy the walk. Enjoy petting it, enjoy growing it, enjoy, you know, throwing the ball, enjoy it, protecting their house, enjoy little things than the, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's a delusion. Hey, you're gonna start, hey, let's go this way. You're gonna, yep, there it is. Now they've seen these cats. There's a delusion in the world where some of us, you know, got 10,000 followers, me 2,000, 3,000 subs, and we're like, I'm a person in the dog community. No, you're not. Like I said, the dog community is your city, and then the cities around you, and then the states around, and then the, you know what I'm saying, then the whole United States, then the world. You know, don't get it confused. All these people you follow trying to sell you dogs at a high price, bro. There's people who've been doing this stuff for so many years, and they'll sell you a good dog for 3 bands, sell you a good dog for 15 bands. Hey, shut up. I mean, for 1,500. You know what I'm saying? These cats are starting these dogs. Miguel, Tino, come here. Yeah, and they'll sell you a good dog. But you know, people get caught up in, oh man, they got 40,000 subscribers. Chilling, exclusive channels. Oh man, they got 30,000 subscribers, but they ain't living that life. I'm not calling anybody out, bro. But there's a lot of YouTubers, man. A lot of people, even go get those cats. A lot of people who act like they're so big, but then they're just in the backyard, bro. They ain't got the car to prove that this lifestyle they trying to portray. They ain't got the house. They don't even have, you know, like setups. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got maybe a Merle dog, or you know what I'm saying, like, or they got a try, you know, or they got this certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't mean nothing. There's a lot of Instagram models. There's a lot of OnlyFans people who have a lot of followers, but they ain't got nothing. You know, there's a difference in trying to play the game and trying to show that you're doing something and you're really doing something. You know what I mean? I am nobody, bro. I'm just another person in Arizona who loves dogs, who happen to have a social media. And like I said, there's a lot of big name dog people. Big name dog people. Never have no social media. Never had no Instagram. It's just a word of mouth. They started certain bloods that some of you guys have. You know what I'm saying? Ellis is one of them. There's a dude, I got his dog here named Ellis. You know, other people know him. But I'll bring it up to people who are on here and be like, hey, you know this Ellis dog? Who's Ellis? Who's that? Hey, hey, man, I like your red dogs. I got red dogs, too. Do you know who Kenny Smith is? Oh, no, I don't. But those people are not like that. But we get caught up in the limelight of the lies that we tell each other on social media. The lies we tell each other. Oh, you know, even like I said, my dog's got papers, but okay, what's it function? If I'm looking for a dog that's, you know, let's say it's aggressive and it's crazy and it's gonna bite somebody if they come in, and I've got maybe property protect and you got papers, but your dog doesn't have that temperament, it's useless to me. You get what I'm saying? So everything is not papers. Everything is not social media. Everything is not, you know, this person's got so many followers, or this person has 15,000 followers, so there's somebody. No, you just been on social media enough. You'll soon learn when you do this stuff, like I've learned. It was never about my content. Yes, it has a place to play, but it's about, you know, the time you've been. Every day, as long as you put out content, people will follow. Just like anything in life, as long as you put in stuff, people will follow. I know people here with no dogs, with no papers, and they dogs get rid faster, and their dogs get more love, and other people are on their social media more than other people. So it's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's a perspective and what you want and how you hold your head. But if you're gonna go around here chasing things that is not you, like I'm telling you, know how many people tell me, hey man, why don't you buy a Merle, or why don't you buy, like I said, I can buy any dog, but I have to plan for it. I'm the type where I have responsibilities that I have to say, okay, I want a dog in so many months. Like let's say a month, I want a $10,000 dog. I can go and put in time, or work overtime and do it, and then go put money down and then pay it off before it's even 8 weeks, if it's not, you know, if it's in my budget. You know, but I'm not, because I'm sorry to say this, I'm going to keep saying it. The red dogs are what makes me. And that's why I told you I'm done with the YouTube trying to get the subscribers and trying to follow, because I fell in love with the fakeness. I fell in love with, oh, somebody has so many subscribers made you. But like I said, bro, everything I've achieved in my life is not because of subscribers. It's not because of you guys. And I love you guys because I love the interaction. I love, you know, talking dogs. I love doing this, but I've been doing this. You know, I've been struggling. Even right now, I have my own struggles. I don't even have a car. I don't have a lot of things, but because I'm invested in other things that I might not put on here. But that's what I'm saying. Like, love your dog, bro. Papered or not. You know what I'm saying? Stick to your dream. If somebody who's bigger than you think is bigger than you because of social status on these social media, or you think you're bigger than somebody else, so you think you're better than the next man because maybe you got 500 more or 100 more subscribers, that does not make you who you are. You'll soon find out when you even get into these circles of these dog people or this community. Some of them ain't who you think they are. I might not be who you think I am. You know what I mean? But love your dog, bro. If it serves your purpose, that's about it. Like I said, it's like women, bro. You know, if they thick, some people like they woman thick. Some people like they woman skinny. Some people like they woman tall. Some people like they woman short. You know, it's a different variety of things and ways that people enjoy things. But we tend to fall in love with what other people are saying. Tino, man, put that cat away. You know what I'm saying? We start falling in love with what, you know, other people are telling us. And because we're like, it's a community now, and it's a country and a lifestyle of people. Oh, they have, turn on the light. Maybe they need the light. Oh, these people this person is so-and-so said, I'm gonna do this. Like, for example, Kyrie Irving, if you watch basketball, I respect him because he stand on his thing. He said, I'm not getting it. I'm not going to say what it is. And they're like, well, you're not going to play. And he's like, sure, I'm not going to play. And now they consider him a bad person, but he's like Indian, you know, he's like an Indian, you know, and Indians, I guess, don't do that. So he's following who he is, but they're crucifying him. But at the end of the day, you got to go to sleep with these dogs. You got to clean these dogs. You got to do this. And papered or not, big name or not, it's the dog if you love the dog, if you respect the dog, if the dog serves your purpose. What's the point of, if you like thick women, you go get you a skinny chick, because everybody, let's say in your community, got a skinny chick, and you go on to sleep with her, and you can't love her, you can't respect her, because that's not what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Get a dog that you can love, respect, and serve, because that's what you're looking for. When you do what you're looking for, you're better off to succeed. You're better off to be a better person when you're in your element. You know what I'm saying? If you're where you're supposed to be, where you know what I'm saying? Like, when I wake up every day here, bro, you don't understand the struggle of having this. Some people don't. You know, some people have 1 or 2 dogs, and I'm not saying you bad person, but you don't understand, man. Like, imagine you tired of 1 or 2 dogs, and you got one that's barking and all this, but I'm not gonna say how many dogs I have. Like, all these dogs, man, sometimes I don't want to wake up and go see this stuff. But imagine if it wasn't the dogs I love, the dogs that I'm looking for, the dogs that are serving my purpose. I would have been like, you know what? I'm done, man. I'm done. I quit. That's why you see there's some YouTubers or people on social medias you don't see anymore. Say that I'm lying. You know why? Because people went and got dogs that they didn't want to wake up for. People went and followed people because of their status on social medias, but you know what I'm saying, they ain't doing nothing in real life, thinking, oh, this person. And then when you talk to them and know them personally and know what they do and who they are, how far they go, and you're like, you know what? I got confused with things. And that's what I was faced by. Even people who didn't have a lot of subscribers, I'll meet people who don't have a lot of subscribers, and I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying, they ain't doing nothing. And then you find out they got the most money. They got the most healthy dogs. They got the most in their life. Not everything is social media or status, and not everything is paper dogs. And not everything is unpapered dogs. It's the lane you're trying to choose. Like I said, people are fat women. I want to say big women, skinny women, tall women, short women, women with physique. You know what I'm saying? And the dog world community is not on social media. There are people who are famous judges with no social media if you're trying to be a judge. There are people who, you know what I'm saying, like I said, with big name dogs. I'll ask people on here on social media, not just YouTube, not just Facebook, and be like, yo, you know this person? No. Then how are you in the dog community if you don't know and that person's blood is in your blood? That's one of the foundation that makes what you selling. Because we all in love with the attention. We're attention seeking. I told you that's what I never wanted to be, man, when I was doing this, and everybody thought I was throwing shots at certain people. People started calling me cowards, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't this, and then this person wants me to turn against this person. Don't talk to this person. This person wants me to turn. Like, bro, I'm not playing these games, bro. So I just shut everybody off. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, it's just me, my wife, and kids, and these dogs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these dogs. That's what my life consists of. You know what I'm saying? And these goats I'm trying to get that I'm working on, and these chickens, you know what I'm saying? And this job I got to wake up to every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. Like I said, if you're not living your purpose, people think, you know, like a purpose, I'm talking about you being this great person. No, like if you like water and you're more fluent in water, don't go to the sand because the person you look up to is in sand. Like LeBron James basketball, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, LeBron's playing basketball, so now I got to play basketball. Now I got to be the greatest of all time and try to get, no. I can say I like his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I like his work ethic. I like how, you know, he's taking his own road and not trying to be Michael Jordan, but trying to be LeBron. That's why Kobe is not recognized as being LeBron. And that's why most of us here are not going to be nobody, because we're climbing on other people's backs and going, oh, you know what I'm saying? I know this kennel. I know this guy, so I'm going to be somebody. No, they put LeBron over Kobe because LeBron was just LeBron. He had the talent to be like Kobe and Michael, but he didn't shave his hair bald. He didn't stick out his tongue. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to get a fadeaway. He's just being LeBron, and that's what I'm saying with you. Just be you. Your dog's papered or not. You know what I'm saying? People think they're bigger than you. You got 10,000 subscribers. You got 2 subscribers. Just your subscribers or followers on social media don't make you. You make you. And if you're a person who's living off like social media, bro, you live a horrible life, because I'll tell you something. Sometimes, right now there's a pandemic. I won't say who, but they told me that there's a pandemic, because I talked to them. I said, man, my plays has gone down, Man, I don't get a lot of plays. And they're like, oh, it's not just you. And I talked to another, but, oh, me too, right? So now if you're not getting those plays right now, you're starving, bro. You're starving. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting people clicking on your stuff, it's your Instagram or anybody, you're starving, man. Listen to me. I decided to go start giving the advice that I give. There's a lot of you, when I first started back in the day, you were like, oh man, the way you talk, you should be a life coach. You should be this. So you know what I started doing? Everybody my whole life has told me, and I was like, oh, let me just start giving advice and how I look at life. And even I got I got sponsored by life insurance people. If you've seen my video, you'll see it. It's on there. I'm not capping. I didn't have to, like I said, I didn't have to go do something else. I was just me. I was doing what I usually do, and somebody came to me and said, bro, you got a talent, bro. I see you're going somewhere with this, bro. It's not there now, but it's going to be. So here's some money, and they were like, oh, we might want you to train, to speak as in one of our training, where we train people, because you know how to portray life without putting people down. You know how to tell people to change without putting people down. That's what they told me. I was so happy, man. And I didn't have to go be somebody else. I didn't have to. And that's what I'm saying with these dogs, man. And I'm only talking dogs because, some people won't love their dogs. I'm seeing people who be like, oh, I'm going to get rid of this dog because that's not a pop-in dog right now. Okay, dogs is like fashion, man. Right now, what's popping could not be popping tomorrow. I was just telling everybody that I talked to, like, the Merles is soon going to be the new tries. When the tries came up, the tries have been there apparently. I don't know the truth behind them. I won't tell you I studied. But everybody was like, oh, tries are like this. And then now, tries is just regular. So all the Merle is going to be regular soon. And I'm not going to lie to you. Most people bred up to Merles, bro. I've been seeing the puppies die. What I went through. One dog survived. Man, my whole litter died with the mom in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit down and put those dogs down, but me knowing that, I risked that. You know what I'm saying? Merles are going to be the new try. Nobody's going to be on them like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about 1 or 2 years. I'm talking about 5 or 6 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. I don't look at things in a manner of time. Like I told you, even with what I'm doing right here, everybody's looking at now. I'm looking when I have all my kennels, because I'm going to put more dogs, and I have my goats, I have my sheeps. I build one of those things right there on top of my dogs, because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to build a facility here, you know what I'm saying, and have my Zulunation stuff, and I'm going to still go to work like a regular person, and I'm going to still do what I'm going to do. 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 3 subscribers, 4 subscribers. It don't matter, because people don't make me. I make myself. And that's how you need to be. You got to let people recognize you for your talent and for what you're doing. And I know it's hard, bro. Like I said, I know it's hard. What's up?
Can you go get Nico?
What? Leave it.
Some button pressures are over there.
Then leave it. They'll come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is do you, bro. And if you're doing this just for the bread, meaning money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I'm going to say it again, because some people go, oh man, you don't know what I'm talking about. Bro, there's only one Marlon or DDK dude. You know what I'm saying? There's only one QBN. There's only one Royals Kennels. There's only one Ultra. I'll say there's only one Boss Man. There's only one Quinn City. Not everybody can play those roles. I'm going to go back to the NBA because that's what I'm into right now. There's only one Steph. There's only one Donovan. There's only one Kevin Durant. There's only one LeBron. There's only one Giannis. You know what I'm saying? There's only one, who else can I say? I'm forgetting people. Jokic. But then there's 30 teams with like 15 to 20 players in there. So I just named, there's only top 10 players, and then it's the rest of the NBA. So meaning, stick to your lane. Sometimes you might be the person who's not even top 10, but you got your little, 70 million 4-year contract. you got you don't have a mansion, but you got a little house, a house like this somewhere in the city, in a cut. You might drive not a Maybach, but you drive your little 40,000 BMW. You know what I'm saying? 40,000 Benz. You in the cut. That's what I'm doing, bro. I'm in the cut, bro. I love my dogs, bro. People come here. I don't let a lot of people, but I've let like 4 people. And every person who's come here and saw my dogs, they're amazed. But if I show some other people on social media or on here, you know, there's people that I know close to tell me, I don't like your kind of dogs. And I'm not going to stop being friends with them, but they don't like it. But my whole point is, then it's not for you. You know, I've met people with unpapered dogs, and I'm like, man, this is why other people hang papers now. I see when they see a dog that's on papers and it's nice and it's fire, and then they're just like, oh, and then you find out somewhere in there they put in that thing. Just like in Camelot, there's a dog that they used who was a big dog that I found out back in the day was unpapered. You know what I'm saying? You know, and am I gonna get mad about it? No. It's not my choice. If some people lie and do all this stuff, the only thing you can do is recalculate and change your program. I'm telling you, bro, right now, I might be one of them. But I'm speaking it not to existence. I'm not going to be one of them. You're going to see people lose their dogs. You're going to see people lose their house. You're going to see people disappear from social media. Right now, all the gimmick stuff, the I want to be, you know, this person who's important, and I'm doing this, and I can show you the light, all that stuff is going to be gone. Like I told you, I'm not trying to show nobody the light. I'm just trying to be me. I'm trying to love what I got. I'm trying to protect my little sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, like even these dogs. A lot of people are like, hey man, breed the Rottweilers. Nah, I don't even know what I'm going to do with these ones. I only got a dog like this because, you know, growing up, I had one, and it was one of the greatest dogs I've ever had. And when I see big boss Rottweiler kennels, I seen Debo, and I was like, ooh. If I didn't have a son, I would have got a Debo son and got a female where I got a Vigeli. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm gonna get one more Rottweiler. I'm working on that to see which one or where I'm gonna get it. And that's it. Like I said, bro, don't be falling in love with these people who are trying to be somebody. And I'm not talking bad about people. I'm saying stick to your lane, bro. And if you have, let's say, 5 dogs, stick to those 5 dogs. If you want to breed, breed. I told you I'm not going to breed. There's only one dog I'm going to breed. I'm breeding it to a tri because I want a tri-male. You know what I'm saying? It's a big dog too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to, I'm doing it for a reason. If you're going to breed, breed for a reason. Or if you have people that, let's say, are saying, okay, let's say dogs usually, let's say, 7 to 13 puppies. If you have now, let's say even 6 people who already said, hey, I got money for the dogs, and they put the deposits, you do this breeding, I want the dog. You know, like this dog I'm going to get. I've been waiting for it for 2 years, almost 3 years. And I was already waiting for it. So now I'm gonna get it because now the dude's has bred it. They're born. I'm just waiting for the pictures and to choose which one I want. And it took me 3 years to get it. There's another dog that I got. It's a Frenchie. I waited for it too for 2-3 years. And you guys are gonna see it. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, but everybody was such in a rush to get a certain dogs just because you want your views up. Just because you know you want your name up. Like I saw a meme today, and I posted up on my Facebook. Facebook. It says every dog person who thinks they're gonna be somebody in the game, and it shows a finger pressing a Merle button. You don't want to be that dog person. You don't want to be that dog person chasing a name or chasing like fame. You're supposed to be chasing what you need. What you need. If I need a job that's paying me $40,000 and everybody's telling me to get the job that's paying me $30,000 because everybody's paying $30,000, what's the point? It's not going to supply my need to do what I'm trying to do. So stay in your lane, man. And like I said, bro, YouTube, Instagram, all this stuff is not the dog community. It's the social world of what the social media is. Like there are people on social media that are in the medicine world, and they give out information, and they don't even do medicine anymore. And me, as somebody who's still in the game, you know, going in hospital, I'd be like, that's not true. That's lies. That's not what goes on in the hospital. Because, you know, and then, but other, if I would go there and say, hey, that's not true, but because they have followers or they have subscribers. They have people be like, well, oh my God, you're lying. And that's how this new world is, bro. That's how it's these people who have power pimping out smaller people. And then there'll be those smaller people, though, that you don't know about, that are humble, that you think they don't have nothing because they don't put their life out there. I put my life out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who shows you where I work and interview people at my work. I show you my traveling. I show you my house. I show you my family. I show you, you know what I'm saying? And then some people fall in love with it and be like, oh, look what he's done. But it doesn't mean I'm somebody. Because there's somebody who doesn't show that. Somebody who doesn't vlog. Somebody who doesn't do the stuff like that. They're bigger and they have more and they're doing more and they affect more people. They help more people, and you know what I'm saying? They know more about dogs, and they don't have to go to the vet every time something happens with their dogs. And if they're looking, they can connect you. Like if you're looking for whole blood, what's coming right now with everybody mixing blood and trying to create something new, the blood that's left over is going to be the rare blood. There's blood that I have here that nobody's going to have in a couple of years except Kenny, except a few people. There's blood, I'm going to repeat that again. There's blood that I have that some people won't have anymore because everybody is mixing blood. So you stick to that old shit. Stick to your old stuff too, bro. Stick to your old blood, bro. Everybody's experimenting right now. Everybody's mixing dogs. They're creating new registries because, some registries refuse to recognize some stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying stick to your blood. Stick to what you know, perfect it. And watch everything just, boom, take off. And stop listening to other people, because sometimes people are telling you things because they're jealous of you. Sometimes people are telling you things, sometimes people are telling you things because they don't want to see you win. You might, like I might meet somebody, let's say there's a new YouTuber coming in and he's been doing dogs for a long time and he's doing something that I didn't think about or I didn't see. And then I start doing, you know what, you should go to another direction. And they look up to me like, oh man, Zuli, I see you got more subscribers. What do I do? And I'm like, you know what? You should do this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's say it's a girl. Like I see your girl look better than mine. She hustle better than mine. She do things better. And then I'm like, man, you sure you want that girl, man? She don't respect you. I mean, man, not every incident. That's not wifey material. And because you've put them on top into a point that you think they're these great people, you start changing everything you're doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stick to your guns. Let you decide what works for you and doesn't. Let your situation decide what takes you to the top. Because everybody's looking for that next person who is them. Who has something that's like catchy, something that's different. Something, because like I told you, the more I'm in this dog world, and especially with these new breeds, the more they all look the same. And the more it is the name instead of the dog. And what I talk about, a lot of people don't talk about. Like I said, I was the first 2-3 months ago. Look at my videos. I was the first. I didn't name them like, oh, people are gonna stop, but I was the first to say people are not gonna have puppies no more to sell. People are not gonna be buying puppies no more. I was the first to say people are gonna have struggles to keep it what they want. I was the first saying people are gonna start losing their jobs because not only do I do dog content, but I do, stocks, crypto. I do just regular life. There's more to life, and I told everybody. And now bigger channels are saying the same thing, and they getting the love. But when I said it, you're being stupid. I would get even messages. You don't know what you're talking about. You just have red dogs. Like I said, there are Merles, all types of dogs that are like 10,000 that are going for 2,500. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when it comes down to it, as a man or a woman, if they say, okay, you want that Merle for 10 bands, or you know what I'm saying, or your kids might need that money for school, for food, for this. No, man. Like I said, COVID played people, bro. COVID made people think everything's sweet. COVID made people believe what they're doing is good. COVID made people believe, I can go, do whatever because, like I said, they're getting money for the kids they have, and then they were getting money, was it every 4 months? people were working from home and like things were great. And I said, life is duality. Sometimes things are up, sometimes things are down, and it's how you look at it, how you know what I'm saying, how you feel about it. And I knew, bro, just knew when I was here in 2008. In 2008, the stock market crashed. Houses that were expensive, like houses like mine, went for cheaper price. You know, gas was high. It's the same kind of symptoms. And and to me, if you're older than me and you didn't notice that, shame on you. But this is a good time to buy dogs. Let's turn it around. Why is this a good time to buy dogs? So everything is survival, right? Everything is survival. Everything is survival. I'm gonna stop this live and then I'm gonna start a new one and I'm gonna call it "It's a Good Time to Buy Dogs." I'm done with this one and I'm gonna explain why it's a good time.